Hey everybody, how are we? We look as though we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and also TikTok. And there's lovely Yulia waving in the background. How are you, Yulia? Are you okay?
Hello. Yes, thank you. I'm okay.
Fantastic. Well,
How are you doing?
Yulia, welcome to the One Live Studios. We are live this evening, and we're hoping it's going to be a nice and busy one because it's a Tuesday, and we are, well, in the pitch black in the UK because it's the winter over here. And I'm looking outside and thinking it wasn't that long ago, only a few weeks ago, that I was looking outside and there was a seagull and bright sunshine. And now it's typical winter in the UK and it's dark. And I
Mm.
can see over there in the US, it's nice and light. So what time does it get dark for you guys? It's not fair.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock here in Texas, Dallas. It's a
There you
sunny
go.
day.
Because of the time difference, it's 1 o'clock for you over in the
Yeah,
US. So we've got a bit of a difference, everybody. As you can see, it's dark and light. So this is why I have a color screen behind me, which
I like
is
it.
orange. So
Yeah,
it's sunshine. It
yeah.
reminds me that actually in the UK we can keep warm. So, hi everybody, welcome to One Life. I am joined by the lovely Yulia, who is a pianist over from America. And I tell you what, you've got a surprise this evening because this woman's music is absolutely beautiful. I want you to sit back, put your feet up, get a cup of tea or a nice cold drink, and just enjoy the show because it's going to be an absolutely beautiful show. So, Yulia, before we start, let's just tell everybody about what's been going on in Team One Life over the last couple of days while we've been away, okay? Because we was last with our audience on Friday. So we've had the weekend. So what has been going on in Team One Life? Well, it has been busy as normal. Very busy, should I say. We have had a new company who has joined us as an affiliate company. Now, as you can see, I have put their logo at the top that way, right hand corner, and it's called the Scenes Project. Now, they are going to be joining us on our academy team, okay? And there are 12 businesses in the academy team open to everybody, including Yulia. Okay,
Mm.
Yulia can go on our website, have a look into our academy team, and there are so many great businesses in there who can help independent artists directly. So the Scenes Project, I met with them today, and an amazing man called Bubba, and basically he has told me that he's working on projects where artists like Yulia can buy a space on Roku and Apple and be able to have their music videos played live on TV. So if you're sitting watching a film on Netflix or you're sitting watching a film on Sky, you can change the channel over. And on the Scenes Project will be Yulia and playing her amazing piano if she chooses to go onto it. The
Awesome.
other subjects, the other things that they have also is that they have radio play on loop. So if you send your songs into the Scenes Project, it will be added to their database and your wonderful music will be added as well. They've also got lots of other projects which are coming to the Academy and to the Scenes Projects that we'll tell you all about. So that was a really good plus for us today, and we're really pleased to welcome them on board. What else have we got for you? Well, we have got a new couple. They were with us last week. The lovely Andy and Emily, who are releasing Legends, have chosen to have support from both myself and Caden Gordon's show, so in America and the UK. Because if you remember, Andy moved over from Bristol in the UK over to Australia and then met with Emily. This is all confusing, Eula. It really is. It really gets confusing. Met with Emily over the ISSA on awards night, and then they produced this amazing song called Legends. And what they're wanting to do is to get their song far and wide around the world. So, in relation to the UK, what's so important to Andy is that he come from Bristol in the UK, and we're trying to find him a radio station in Bristol which will play his song Legends and basically tell his story about how he moved from the UK to Australia and then ended up in the ISSA finals in Atlanta and doing this wonderful duet with Emily. And it's a great story. Me and Andy have been speaking about it a lot over the weekend. And what a fantastic journey for any artist to start off their independent music career in Bristol in the UK, which is in the southwest, to end up in Australia and playing with lots of musicians in Australia, and then flying over to Atlanta for the first time and winning an award in Atlanta. So, a wonderful story which will be shared with all. So, welcome, Andy and Emily, and myself and Caden over at the ISSA team. And also the Caden Gordon Show. We're pleased to help you get your song out because it's absolutely magnificent. In relation to TikTok, we have had a meeting with TikTok, and yes, we do have a TikTok agency, but it is only open in the UK, unfortunately. I tried my hardest to try and get all my international artists included, but what they did say is that they can join an agency at any time. So, yeah, we'll look into that for you. For our UK artists, it is open to yourselves. It's free of charge. And I want to try and get as many of you on board because we know technology moves very, very quickly. And TikTok is one of the best places to be at the moment in relation to being an independent musician because you can sit in the comfort of your own studio or your own sitting room and just play and earn some diamonds and some money and things like that. But actually, the collaboration and the support from your fans is directly on the screen as we are now. So it's a great, great thing for artists, okay? So we've got a bit of a reward going on for the TikTokers, okay? We have been given £25, which, do you know what, doesn't seem much these days, but do you know what, actually every little helps, as they say. So they have given us £25 to give to somebody who can bring us the most amount of artists on board. Free money. I don't mind taking free money. Hey, Yulia. We don't mind free money, do we? From anybody. No, you're just sitting there all scared. Don't look so scared, okay, Yulia? We don't bite at one life. We really don't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Bless her.
You can continue.
All right. Okay, so as you can tell, everybody, okay, Eula's first language isn't UK, okay, and isn't American, okay. So Yulia, do you want to tell the audience where you come from, and they'll probably understand why you're so quiet?
I was born in Siberia, Russia, in Novosibirsk city, and for my life until 2000, I was living in my country, Russia. And then I moved from 2000 from Russia to USA. And I always wanted to travel everywhere, but USA gave me opportunity to travel. And so far I didn't visit UK. I hope it's my near future maybe. But
okay, so you haven't been to come and see us in the UK yet.
You've
not been to visit.
Yeah.
Is it on your plans? Are you going to come and see us?
I wish I can, but I don't have any plans for so far.
Okay, well, do you know what? Anything can happen, okay, in the music world, okay? And we have a great team of people who are working behind the scenes here at One Life to try and move some of our artists around the world, because at the end of the day, we want to see you in the UK. We've seen you winning all your awards, and we've seen your amazing piano playing, and we would love that here in the UK, okay, Yulia? So never say never. You never know. One day we may see you in the UK. It would be absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yulia, before we get back into your background, okay, let's just see if there's any comments coming up, because I can see on that hand side that there's a comment just come up. So we see if someone's saying hello. Jonathan Tate, that sounds amazing. We need to discuss this. I gather Jonathan's on about discussing some of the things that have been offered in relation to the scenes. Yes, Jonathan, we will be discussing it outside of today's meeting, but we are here for the lovely Yulia and her amazing piano skills, okay? So that's why we're here today, Jonathan. And if you want to ask Yulia any questions, or anyone else on Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok, I can try and get Yulia to answer them for you, okay? Just on relation to TikTok, let's just welcome. This is how popular you are, Yulia. Everybody's coming to say hello. So our neurodivergent coach Neurodivergent means someone who has a disability and someone supports people with disabilities. Okay. So John Hart has to come in to say hello. He's an amazing
Hello.
guitarist, beautiful guitarist, and he does guitar therapy for me every day, which I love. It just relaxes my brain. Did you do piano therapy? Is there therapy relating to piano to
Uh,
help people?
I think any instrument can be therapy. It just need to bring a certain message of love, healing. Just very nice, positive message. And you can play on an instrument. I believe it's gonna be helpful.
It is. Do you know what, Yulia? You have been my therapy. Sorry, John, and I'm not putting you down, John. I love your guitar. But Yulia, you've been my therapy today. Okay, I put your music on back to back and on loop, and I had it on for about half an hour while I was doing my work, and I was very relaxed. It was lovely. Okay, and we're also going to say hello to Parker Thomas. Okay, as well
So,
from the ISSAT. So Parker's here with us as well. Hi, Parker. How are you, mate? I haven't spoken to you for a long time. So anyway, so we've got people joining us. How good's that, hey? And we've also got someone watching over on YouTube as well. So hi, YouTube. I love it. I
hello.
like it when people come and say hello. It's really nice. Anyway, let's get back to Eula's story, okay? So Eula, 5 years old, you was playing your piano. Now, was that in your living room at home?
Yes, that's right. I
It
started to play
was.
piano about this age. Yeah, 5 years old.
Okay. And your first song when you was 5 years old, what was it? Can you remember?
No, I don't. I can't. I sung. I started to sing first, and my
Okay,
parents.
okay.
Yes, my parents decided to find a teacher for me because they had a piano and no one played. My older brother, he played before, but he quit because he had different activities in the school. He was older than me, and he didn't have a time. And piano just was staying in the living room, and I was singing around,
Oh.
and yes, and
So,
yeah,
so you was in Russia, I gather, when you was 5?
yes.
Tell me a bit about the Russian culture in relation to music. What's the main music in Russia, and sort of how is music accepted in Russia? In America and UK, we go out to big concerts. We go out to bars to listen
Mhm.
to pianists and to guitarists and to bands and things like that. What's Russia like when it comes to the music scene?
If we're talking about time when I was 5 years old, it's about a long time ago. We had a different relationship with music. Our cultures had a different relationship. So we all had the radio on a wall in the kitchen.
Oh,
Every
in the
family
kitchen.
had it.
Okay, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
every family had this type of radio, and we always listen news or estrada, some music, and some shows, radio shows, and that's what we most of the times listened. Plus, I was studying music in specialized music school where
Okay.
we play a lot of classical music and listen to a lot of classical music. So we attended opera a lot, and it was popular at that time. Opera, ballet, and ballet theater. We had in our city like live musicians they play. Also, that's not recorded. It was everything live. Some concert and conservatory or philharmonic, classical music, of course. So I listen to a lot of classical music, not only on recordings, but also live. And my first opera time, I think I was like in the second grade probably. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, I was introduced to opera and I had to sit like whole, whole time there. And it was hard, but was interesting. And still, I have good memories. But, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love this program. I really do. The fact that I get to speak to so many people in different countries, but you're my first guest from Russia. And I feel as though I've been around the world now. There's so many places that I've been, and I need to get a map on my wall of where I've been.
Yeah.
I've seen that on with one podcaster and just stick a pin in it. So I think I need to find one of those and just say I've finally been to Russia and interview someone who is Russian. Fantastic. And I hope that gives you guests out there an understanding about the culture of Russia, because we do like to do that on our show. We need to get to know people and find out about their music. So when did you move over to the United States?
96.
96. And why America? Why did
Uh,
you choose America, not the UK?
I moved to USA in 2000, and
Okay.
1996 I still was in Siberia. And so I moved because I wanted to move from Siberia to some different place where with a more warmer climate, because Siberia.
There's no point coming to Britain then because we're cold. Everybody who wants to come to Britain, it's a good country to come to apparently, but no, it's freezing. As my partner finds out, who's South African, she was very disappointed in the weather in the UK and was really disappointed to come over here. So good idea going to America with the warm.
Yes, and I wanted to move to Moscow first because my friends, colleagues, they called me and said, they told me, you have to move here. It's nice and a lot of stuff to do, and you can write music here and work here. And that time I worked for commercial. I wrote music for commercials, and I loved it. So my ex-husband, he got a project in USA, in Dallas, and like after Iron Curtain was dropped, it became easier to travel, and I never have been in any countries before, and of course I wanted to see America, learn about culture, about people, and I decided, okay, I'm ready to go there.
Beautiful. It's such a lovely, I have a lot of friends in America. My family's in America, and I'm very connected to America. I haven't been there myself yet, and I am going to be hiding it in my partner's suitcase next time she comes to America, because it's very expensive to get from the UK to America. I think that's the only way that I'm going to actually get there. But, I don't think, they'll let me on the plane being in the suitcase. But America's beautiful. Absolutely a good decision to go to America. You've had some great singles out and some great albums out, and in your music, we're going to play some of your music to the audience very soon. But your sort of first single, sort of Storm in 2016, was that when you started writing music, or was that when you started producing music for others to listen? And was that your first single?
Honestly, I wrote this music when I was 17 years old.
Okay.
Storm. But I didn't have a chance to record it. And when I came here in the US, I couldn't record right away. I came here because we didn't have any money for even piano. Later in 2016, I had instrument. I recorded piano and sent it to a producer and guitar player, and he played drums also and bass guitar. He's a very genius person, Sergei Ignatov. I sent it to him, and he recorded drums, bass, and guitar over the piano part. And
Right, okay.
that's how it was recorded in 2016.
Okay, fantastic, beautiful. We're going to talk about some of your latest releases and sort of how you've, moved over to America and become almost this person who just picks up award after award after award. You sent your bio over, and you've had some fantastic moments in your career, bringing you up over the last couple of years, looking at 2023 in your album Best Wishes, and then also bringing you bang up today in relation to ISSA and the awards that you've won in the ISSA. So what we're going to do is we're going to play one of your songs, okay, for the audience, because that's what they're all here for. They're here to listen to your lovely music. And then what we'll do is we'll discuss the album in 23 and we'll sort of start bringing it forward to what's been going on lately, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to just get your music ready and you're going to tell us a bit about why your song was written and what it's about, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the first one I'm going to choose is I'm going to choose Heaven. Tell us a bit about that song.
Oh, Heaven, it's not from the album Best Wishes. It's a last single I released in July of this summer. Heaven, yes, and I love instrument harp, and it's one of my favorite instruments. And I decided to use, of course, this instrument for such a song with this title, Heaven. And it was in my head as a dialogue between harp and piano. And you can hear that
Beautiful.
sometimes they play together, sometimes one instrument playing above other or other doesn't play, and they change the positions. So yeah, it's interesting for me instrument to use on smooth jazz.
Beautiful.
Also, yeah, and also I enjoy to work as a arranger on this song, and because I need not only melody, not only harmony, but also understand how I can give a voice one instrument and how to make a piano, for example, support it or opposite, and just play around it. So it was interesting work for me.
Beautiful. Right, we're going to put Heaven on and then feel as though we are in heaven. Apologies about the ping. I'm going to turn off this app called Lark because everybody's trying to jump in. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off app because we want to listen to Heaven. We'll be right back with you. Enjoy the music,
Yeah,
okay?
one moment I
Go on.
forgot. Yes, so I forgot to say harp was played by Maria Antoinette. She's Billboard artist. She's amazing artist, and she played the part.
She
harp.
played the harp. So, Maria, you've just got to mention because Yulia cut me off, okay? So, of course, you've got to mention because I've listened to the harp. It's absolutely beautiful. So, you should have a mention, okay? So, Heaven, here we go. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so
I
much.
really enjoyed that.
This
So enjoyed that. I
this
just want
song,
to
uh,
go, go.
I wanna add that the song I worked with producer Yulia Jr. and on bass Tim Bailey. It also the song for consideration for Grammy consideration this year.
For Grammy consider,
Yeah.
wow, I did see that on your Facebook. You know, so is this the first Grammy that you've put forward? Is this new?
My album Best Wishes also was considered for Grammy. Next, previous year, another song Only With You also was considered. And this year considered two songs, Heaven and Isaiah 40:31.
So can I just get this straight? So I am being totally clear. So have you won a Grammy or nominated for a
Not
Grammy?
yet, no, not
Not
yet.
yet. Well, we've got our fingers crossed in the studio, okay? You know, because I know what it's like for a Grammy, okay? Dimitri, bless him, that's the only conversation me and him have on the phone. Now, me and Dimitri talk quite a lot, and I know the one thing he really, really wants on his mantelpiece is a Grammy. You know, what is it about having, you've won these awards, Yulia, okay? For being a musician, you've won so many awards, okay?
Mhm.
But what is it about that magic Grammy that everybody really, really loves? Why is it that one thing that people have to go for? What is it about it?
It's not goal of my life. I can tell you.
It's not the goal of your life, okay? So
Yeah,
it's not
it's
like
not.
Dimitri. Dimitri's desperate for it. He doesn't want anything else in the music industry. He just wants a Grammy on his shelf. That's it.
Uh, I would not. I don't mind to have a Grammy. I
You
will
don't
be
like to have
happy.
one.
Yeah, I will be really happy. I'm grateful, and I will feel blessed, of course. But I what I love, I just do what I love. I love to write music. I think it's cool for me to do. I like to share with people, and I'm very happy when people like my music and when they listen it. So this is my biggest award. Yes, and if I have some other awards, additionally, it's awesome too. But just even no awards, I would still do the same. I would write music, what I like to do, and share with people.
Brilliant. Well, that's lovely to hear. And I think music is a thing, whatever instrument you play, or if you're in a band or if you're a soloist, the biggest thing that we want to give back to people is that warmth in their heart. So they listen to our music because that makes us happy. We've just had a gentleman who has just joined us called Mark Jones. Hello, Mark, over on TikTok. How are we? I've just used this magic flare button because I was wondering where everybody was tonight. I know it's Tuesday night, guys, but seriously, it's very quiet tonight. Where are you all? Okay, Mark, if you could do something for us, if you could just go and find everybody and see where everyone is, it'd be absolutely great. Okay. But 2023, was when you were recording your album Best Wishes,
Mhm.
and it won Best Smooth Jazz Album, and also earned Grammy consideration. That's the one that you were talking was sort of a couple of years ago. You know, tell us about sort of other artists that you've collaborated with since that journey. You must have met lots of different people, in terms of the journey you've had. Has there been anyone that stuck out that you've loved to have played with, or?
Yes, thank you. I worked with a lot of people on this album, with three producers. One producer I already mentioned today, Sergei Ignatov. He played in a song "Что," and it's like neoclassical style. That's not smooth jazz at all, right? But he worked on a smooth jazz song and as a producer, and also he played drums, um, bass and guitar there. Song "Goodbye," the first song, the first track of the album. And another producer, Yulia Jr. We did most of the songs with him, and I'm very grateful for his amazing job of what he did. And Michael Sutton, it's a third producer. Yes, all of them is like they are amazing, right? And
You've had an amazing career. You really
yes,
have. And, your bio shone, and people who are following you know about the amazing career that you've had and the amount of people you've been lucky to play with
yes,
and lucky to be part of. But those awards, you've moved over to America where they love their awards in America. They love their red carpet. The award shows in America compared to the UK, well, there's one literally every other month when it comes to America. In the UK, we probably have one or two a year. But what's been your highlight since living in America in relation to the award shows, collaborating with artists? Is it really as good as what they say it is? Should we all pack our bags now and come to the US?
it's fun to be on a red carpet. It's fun, especially when I travel somewhere, the different place for it. It's also for me to. It's nice to be in different country or different city, different state, and and of course it's honor for me to be there, and I always feel this. So just for me, vacation time also when I cannot when I don't work. I also work with my students, so when I don't work, I can, relax a little bit, dress up.
Not much. I don't know what it's like over there, but as an artist, as a music artist, we don't relax that much, do we? You're talking about, you do this as a part-time career, and you teach students during the day. Is that how you do
Yes,
your work?
yes, I teach students every day, 6 days of week,
Wow.
from
Okay. And
Monday to
what type of age groups are they young children or older children or a mix?
I have a really small girl who is 4. I
Okay.
didn't
Wow.
believe I can take someone at 4 years old, but she's amazing. She's very smart, and she can follow all directions, and even she plays her fingers like professional,
Oh, brilliant.
like this. And she have she has a lesson. I mean, I have lesson with her, 30-minute lesson, and she's doing just fine. And
Fantastic.
my older students can be adult, so I teach adults, so from the young age to adults.
Okay. So they vary.
Yeah, but I have most of the students, like students from
But
school.
what a great teacher to have. I'm sorry, Yulia, you are amazing at piano. Okay, my partner plays piano, and I sit in awe when she does it, and she talks about grade 10 and things like that. Do you know what? I can't even get to the next note, let alone grades. I have tried the piano and the keyboard. I think growing up in the UK, I think everybody has a keyboard. Not a piano. We're not lucky to have pianos, but keyboard for definite. And it's one of those instruments that everybody tries to play as a child, whether it's a toy or a real one. It's just something that we're brought up with in the UK and we absolutely love. In relation to the charity of the month, we are 34 minutes into the program, and I want to introduce you to our charity. You might not know about them, Eula, but I can tell you a little bit about them because they sent a video over to us today via their YouTube. Okay, so please, a beg from YouTube and a beg to TikTok. Okay, we know about the copyright laws, but the Andy Men's Club are okay with us sharing their material. And basically, it is for charity. Okay, so please don't give me a triangle or tell me I'm copyrighted. Okay, so the Andy Men's Club, we are sharing their YouTubes, and this particular program I'm going to show everybody today is for 4 minutes because it is actually to give you an understanding what actually goes on in one of their sessions. So, for you who have just joined us, we are in week 2 supporting the Andy Men's Club, and they are a group for men around mental health and supporting men with mental health and getting men to open up and talk to others, and not keeping things within, and having a platform to be able to talk to each other. The complexity of the Andy Men's Club is they do support men who, are at the point of suicidal thoughts. and that they're there to prevent suicide and to prevent, you know, men's health deteriorating, and giving them a platform to talk to each other, and it is okay to talk. So they've got a sign at the Andy Men's Club. It's just like that. It's okay to talk, and it's okay to feel the way you're feeling. Now, a health warning before I show this video, as I always do. You know, these things may trigger a reaction, or may make you feel unhappy, or may make you feel that you need support yourself. But please go down to the Andy Men's Club, and some of them are just literally, my one is literally down the road. Okay, go and see them, go and chat to them, and you're not on your own. You really not. You know, we have this in the music industry in relation to mental health. It is World Mental Health Awareness Month, and we don't want anyone to be on their own. It's okay to pick up a phone. It's okay to talk to everybody, and it's okay to have a friend. Okay, so let's have this video, and then we'll see where everybody is tonight. Okay, enjoy the video, and we'll be back shortly.
What is the biggest change you made in your life in the last year? So I'll start. The thing for me is being adaptable, adapting to COVID, and from being a social person who goes out all the time, worrying about how I want to cope with no social life as such, to suddenly adapting, doing various things, keeping fit, doing a lot of volunteer work, getting involved with the club, getting to meet you guys, which has been really good. So that's it for me.
Thanks for that. Yeah, for me, I'll probably just keep it quite simple. So, not had a cigarette now since 1st of January. I found that's helped with sort of anxiety levels and things of that nature. Something I quite heavily relied on when dealing with stress.
Yeah, the biggest change for myself is obviously getting involved with you guys down here at the club, Andy's Man's Club. It's been a great help to myself and motivated me with other challenges as well, like I said, in personal life. So getting involved with the club's been the biggest change for me this last year.
I think the biggest change for me was getting invited by the GP to join a pre-diabetics prevention course, which taught me all about food and food intake and things like that. And taking that on board, it's just taught me that you don't need to say no to anything you want. Everything's in moderation. Understand what you're taking in, and health-wise, it's done me quite a lot of good. I've dropped quite a bit of weight, so quite happy with it.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely retiring last year in July, which is a massive change in your life. But being able to adapt, which is the word that you use, Mark, adapting to that change in life. I mean, the confusing bit for me has been, what am I adapting to? Have I been adapting to lockdown and everything with COVID, or am I adapting to a new way of life because I'm retired? So it's a bit confusing like that, but definitely the biggest change that I've made was retiring, which has been pretty much for the good.
What music lifts you when you're down? What music lifts you? So been thinking quite a lot about this, and I'd probably say Little Mix keeps me going when they're good bands, they're great bands, and they keep me going when I'm running. So Little Mix.
For me, yeah, it's kind of a variety of music really. You usually stick to the sort of, you know, the usual stuff, Foo Fighters and Red Hot Chili Peppers, things like that. But recently I've had a newfound love for Harry Styles from One Direction. Something that the missus introduced me to, and yeah, been enjoying it. It's been keeping me nice and relaxed, and brightening up my day.
I think I've got to kind of rescue this session here, haven't I? So, yeah. No surprise to the people that know me, obviously, that Stereophonics myself, if I'm feeling down, blast them on, bang, that's, best band for me. Also AC/DC have been getting a newfound appreciation for them this year, so love it to them. And a new band, DMAs, which I've been listening to the last couple of months, which I've never heard before, and really enjoying them. But yeah, always back to Stereophonics. So I think I've rescued us now, so we can move on.
Yeah, for me to actually get a bit of an uplift, it's like a good time sort of rock and roll style music. So something like Hugh Lewis and the News is sort of my kind of band. That's kind of feel like no, quite rock and roll. It's more the American sort of AOR stuff, you know.
So you've talked about Harry Styles and Little Mix. I'm going to take you to a different level altogether in a minute, but usually what I do when I'm feeling down is just pick records, songs that I haven't heard for a long time, and I just pick them out, happy ones, and play them. But there's one artist that I'm a sucker for that just takes me to a different place, and that's Karen Carpenter. It's you know, her voice is just dreamy, and I love that, and just go to a different place.
Let's bring you back in. You know, I was expecting to have like a conversation around mental health, but they're basically a group of guys who are basically talking about their favorite pop artists and their favorite sort of musicians and things like that, you know, and Karen Carpenter being one of them. You know, I think, you know, even in a session like that where, you know, you've gone through a really bad time in your life and you get together with a group of people and then a discussion around music, it is always uplifting. So, Yulia, if you're in a really bad mood and things are going really bad for you out your day, you know, is there a particular song that you put on which will cheer you up?
I don't have a particular song to listen. I just listen any music I like, or if I feel like it goes to my heart this time, I'm listening. If not, just turn to another song, or I just often sit on on my piano and I pray. I pray and play, and that helps
And
me.
that cheers you up. So basically, going to the piano cheers you up. Like John Hart, who is our guitarist, who does the guitar therapy, if he's having a bad time with his autism, he will basically go to his guitar, and he's even got a name for his guitar. He calls his guitars by name, and he picks them up and basically connects with them, and that's his way of giving himself a smile, basically. So I'm glad that you do the same with your piano. How about charity for yourself, Yulia? You know, our sort of 5,000 artists all have their favorite charity, and they all have one that they absolutely love to perform for and support. Yulia, do you have a particular charity who you like to support?
I would like to support any charities if it helps people. I'm always happy to
Who
support.
do you like to help, Yulia? If you were to help a charity, or have you played for a charity before? Have you performed?
Yes, I played in Canada. Did for I forgot the word.
That's okay, don't worry.
So we did charity concert and I participated on it.
Okay.
If someone just invite me to any concert, and I would be glad to help with money with the charity for playing.
Fantastic. Beautiful. I tell you what, Yulia, you're doing so well tonight. I know this is a real hard interview for you, being obviously, Russian being your first language, and also doing this over the internet. You know, and we really love the fact that you're over here, and bringing your music to us, and also being able to play your music to people around the world. I have got people who have just joined us, Johnny and Sarah. Who else have we had? Johnny and Sarah from the UK, one from UK, one from America. I love the fact they're all popping in. Hi to you all. Please invite your friends and family and come and listen, because it's a really good time to come and listen, because we get to listen to Yulia's second track that she sent in, and we are going to find out a bit more about this track. And the track is called Two Rivers. Tell us about this track.
This track is I was thinking about different person, like male and female, and they have a different personalities, different rhythm of life.
Okay.
Like two rivers. One river is fast, another is slow, for example, right? So different landschafts, yes, and different cultures, different lives, and it's about how they persons meet with each other and start to live one life together. And it happens also in nature that two rivers can merge and have a big full river.
I love it.
Basically, a song about life, love.
Brilliant. I love it. I love it. I love the way it's written and I love the way it sounds. And so is everyone else who is joining us. Okay. So Southern Roots group has joined us tonight as well. And I'm just going to quickly say hi to them because they are one of our Academy members and also supports our country and Western group. Do you like country music, Yulia?
I like country music, yes.
You like country music? There you go. Southern Roots, we've got a country music person, and he's also sent me a rose. You're amazing. Thank you for sending me a rose. That is absolutely lovely. Do you know, I never thought I would say as a man, I'm so pleased to see the roses, but they're coming out onto the screen tonight, and I'm happy to see them, okay? So Southern Roots, thank you for sending the roses. And right back at you and all your lovely artists, all your country artists over here in the UK. And let's say hi to them from me and also from Yulia. Okay, so we're going to play Two Rivers now, and then we're going to find out a little bit more about Yulia's life. Okay. Absolutely beautiful. Really, really beautiful. We've got a new section, and I'm pleased that you are my first person that I can try this with. So we've got a new section on the show because I thought I'd like liven things up in relation to a bit of quick fun things to talk about while we are sorting out the quiz. So a few little questions for you. Your dream collaboration, if you could pick anybody to collaborate with on a stage, who would you pick?
It's a hard question. I open for any collaboration right now, and would be grateful to add the piano any track if anyone wants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got to pick one style, and you're only allowed to have one. Okay, that you're going to play for the rest of your life. Would it be classical or would it be jazz?
I spent a lot of time with the classical music, so
With classical.
yes, if we're talking about like doing most of the genres, I would probably not classical. I think I can do something with the classical genre too, but most of my songs probably gonna be easy listening or smooth jazz or something like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when is the best time to play the piano? Is it first thing when you wake up or last thing when you go to bed?
Best time is play in the morning,
In the
but
morning.
yeah, not always I have this opportunity to play piano in the morning. Sometimes it's late evening. No, it's also good because you can relax and you play, and maybe some ideas can come to your head when you play. Yeah.
Fantastic. Right. The last quick fire question for you, Yulia.
Mhm.
Tea or coffee? Which one's your favorite?
Tea.
Tea. Okay. Okay. So I'm surprised an American thing. You know, is in Britain. You know, my brother-in-law always tells me America is coffee. You know, tea is a British thing. So, do they have a good cup of tea in America where you are?
Yes, yes, we have.
They,
Mhm.
they do. Okay.
Mhm.
We'll send you some tea bags over from Britain because we're good at our cups of tea over here in Britain. Okay. So we'll make sure you got some nice cups of tea. Okay, while you're playing the piano. It's been lovely talking to you. It really has.
Yes.
Yulia, while I get the last part of the program ready, which is the quiz, could you just tell everybody, you know, what type of projects that you're currently doing and also what type of things people are going to look forward to in the next few months in relation to your music?
Mhm. Um, I have a few ideas, a few drafts, and I want to finish and record and release for maybe end of this year or maybe next year. One of them is an album, Prayers and Dreams. It's my old dream to finish it. Right, still didn't start. I mean, I have songs, but I didn't record it professionally yet. But I need to work on it. And also, I would like to work on other projects in smooth jazz style. It's gonna be another instrumental song. Uh, what about plans? I hope I will have more opportunities to perform best wishes and my new music. And I know next year, 2026 in November, I'll have a bus tour in few cities of America and plan to perform in New York City on a festival.
Oh,
So hope
wow.
it's gonna be like
Sounds as
it's,
though you're going to have an
it's
amazing few months, Julia. Absolutely amazing few months, and obviously people can find your music on streaming services, website, I gather, and Facebook.
yes, website yuliamusic.com, YULIA music.com. It's my website, and also you can find me on Instagram, Yulia underscore pianist. And
Fantastic.
yeah,
Brilliant, excellent. Well, it is that time for the quiz, Yulia. How are you? Do you know how to do quizzes? Are you good at quizzes?
Excuse me, about quizzes? You asking about quizzes?
Are you good at quizzes? Do they have quizzes in Russia? Do you go to a pub quiz or a music quiz?
We had we had in school a lot.
You have them in school, okay? You have them in school. Well, this isn't a school quiz, okay? And I have got a bit of help for you, okay? So myself and my partner, she's always downstairs ready for this quiz, okay? Because she likes to help people out. I think she's just helping me out because she knows that I'm not very good at quizzes. Okay, so I'm going to do the quiz with the audience, okay? So basically, it's us three and our brains against the rest of the audience out there in YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok and see who gets the most right, okay? So if you're going to play along this evening, please do so. But please remember, we are doing it for the Andy Men's Club, okay? I'm not expecting you to empty your pockets out. I know what this life is like at the moment, okay, when it comes to money. But if you do want to donate to the Andy Men's Club, please go to their website. There is a direct donation. But the one thing I do want you to do tonight for me, as it is World Mental Health Awareness Month, is take that information and give it to someone, even if it's your next door neighbour. If you feel that they're down and they're not okay, share that information with them, because that's just as important to me than financially giving into their donation. I really think the Andy Men's Club would love to see more people turn up to their groups and their information shared. Okay, so right, let's get the quiz going, everybody. Let's add it to the stage and let's see what we get. Okay, and I'm hoping it's going to be something fun this evening. Okay, something not too hard because it's Tuesday. Okay, let's give it a spin. Oh, guess the language. It's not an easy one, is it, Vanessa, for you to do over there? Because you can't hear it. So we should give it another spin. Should we try and get one where there's a quiz? So you could join in, Vanessa. Yeah, okay. So Vanessa says we'll give it another spin, so we've not got an audio one.
No, it's fine.
Let's see. That's too hard. Guess the language on the Tuesday, really? Radio. Okay, he's picking on me tonight. I'll tell you what, I'm ignoring you, Will, tonight because you're absolutely useless. I'm just going to do a general knowledge quiz because I'm not sitting there doing languages and radio on a Tuesday. It's boring. Okay, so while I sort this quiz out, is there anybody, Yulia, you would like to say a special thank you to in relation to those who have supported you in your music career?
Yes, I would like to say thank you for everyone for watching this video. Thank you for you too. Please just let me know how I can help you, and just send me information to email and I read it later, and I'll see if I can help more. And also, I just want to say thank you for all listeners in general who listen to my music on radio. And yes, and yes, everyone, all DJs, all listeners, I really appreciate your support, and really always feel loved and supported when you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Yulia. Yulia, we have got quiz questions, okay? So I'll read them out as slowly as I can, and then we'll see if we can beat these lot out here on YouTube, Facebook, and also on TikTok. Join in, and if you're on TikTok, please share. I want to see some more of you taking us on tonight, because I reckon that we've got a good team tonight. I reckon we've got people who'll be able to answer my questions, okay? So I'm just going to share my screen. And this is the last feature of tonight. Okay, so let's get to general knowledge. Here we go. Let's get it onto the screen so everybody can see it. There you go, Yulia. You can see it as well.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see what the quiz is tonight. Let's see if they're easy questions. Hopefully they are.
Welcome back to the quiz channel for General Knowledge Quiz Part 28. 40 new pub quiz questions and answers for a good 15 minutes of quiz fun. I hope you enjoy this edition. Let me know in the comments along with your score and subscribe for more quiz fun. Let's get started.
Okay, so just so Yulia doesn't literally switch off now, we're not going to do all 40 questions. We're only going to do 10, okay? So the first question for the three of us, which is an easy one, and I'm going to come to you, Yulia, because you are in America. What is the state capital of Florida?
What is it in
Do you know what it is, Yulia?
no. Miami.
No? Okay. Vanessa, can you help Yulia out?
No,
What is the
what's not?
state capital of Florida? Sorry?
I'm going to guess and say Miami.
You're going to say Miami. Let's see if you're right, okay? Like chill music. Let's see if Vanessa's right, shall we? No? It's Tallahassee. I can't even say that's not American. Okay, next question, everybody. Which planet has the most gravity? How's your science, Yulia? Do you like science?
I think the planet that's closer to sun.
The planet which is closest to the sun. Okay, Vanessa, which planet has the most gravity? We haven't got all night.
She's probably right with Mercury.
Mercury.
She's probably right with it, but I don't know.
Okay, well, Vanessa's saying Mercury, Yulia's saying closest to the sun, and I'm just saying Saturn. This is a guess. It's Jupiter, so we're all wrong. True. Right, question number 3, everybody. Oh.
It's a hard question for me. I don't know how to answer it. I don't read.
Yulia doesn't drink, okay? Vanessa, you may have to help me with this one because it is a cocktail, okay? So which cocktail consists of vodka, Kahlua, milk, or cream? Vodka, Kahlua, milk, or cream? What cocktail is it?
Russian something.
It's a
Kahlua.
Russian something.
Kahlua.
It's a Russian something, yeah, Kahlua. So, Yulia, is there a Russian cocktail?
Kahlua? It's not Russian, but I guess it's Kahlua.
Okay, let's see. It's a white Russian.
I'm not Russian.
Okay, the next one, everybody. Pekin, Muscovy, and Cayuga. What? Are breeds of what animal? Exactly, I said what? Pekin, Muscovy, and Cayuga. Who thinks of these questions? Are breeds of what animal? Don't Google it, that's cheating. Yulia, do you know what breed of animal they are?
No.
No, we're not doing very well tonight, are we? They're throwing all the hard questions. A duck.
I was thinking about duck, Peking duck, but
You were thinking about duck. Yeah, that old chestnut. Okay, as Austin Powers says, we're now going to the movies. Today, what is the highest grossing movie at the box office of 2024? Come on, you're a film buff, Vanessa. Yeah, what's the biggest movie from last year?
Wicked?
Sorry?
I don't know. Wicked?
Wicked. Okay, so Vanessa's saying Wicked. Yulia, do you like watching films?
Yeah, sometime.
What would you say was the best movie
Sometime.
last year?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? The best movie was Inside Out 2.
I didn't watch.
Really? No one watched it. How could that be the best one? The kids' movie being the best one in 2024. Now, Yulia, we have not got any questions right. We're in question number 6, but I am confident because Vanessa comes from South Africa, she's going to get this one right, okay? So in November of 2024, Elon Musk was appointed leader of what new department in the Trump administration? Doge. That's it. It was Doge. It was Doge. I think we finally got one right. Okay. We have finally got one right. We have 1 out of 6 at the moment. Come on, team. Department of Government Efficiency. Then chucked out probably about 3 months afterwards, yeah? After a fight with Trump. Oh, sport. Vanessa hates sport, don't you? How about you, Yulia? Do you like sport?
I like sport.
Oh, Yulia likes sport. So who won the Euro 2024 football tournament?
I don't know.
You like sport. What sport do you like, Yulia?
I like sport in general. I don't work. I don't like play football or.
No. So what sport do you like?
In general, I like different sports to watch, like basketball, and football.
Okay. Vanessa's a rugby fan. That's why she doesn't like anything to do with football, but she likes her rugby. It was Spain who won the 2024 Euros. Question number 8, everybody. They're being really unfair on us tonight. Okay, the next question. Yulia, do you like history? Are you a history person? Do you like learning about history?
I like to learn about history.
You like learning about history?
Yes.
Okay. Which treaty ended World War One? Does Yulia know?
I don't know. I don't understand that question. So
You don't understand that question.
no, I don't like this.
No, that's okay, Jay. Yulia, don't worry. Yulia, don't worry about it. We're hoping the audience are doing better than we are because at the moment we've got 1 out of 10. Okay, so there's a small percentage that they are going to beat us tonight. But hey, we will give it a go. You never know. They might be as bad as we are tonight. Okay, but it's the taking part that counts, and it's for the Andy Men's Club. Treaty of Versailles. Oh. Vanessa's looking at me the way I'm looking at it. Yeah, I know. There you go. A music question. We should all get this one right, so we might have 2. Which country is the birthplace of reggae music? Jamaica, Vanessa says.
Yeah,
Yulia?
I think it's
Jamaica. Yeah, do you know what? I think we're going to get 2 out of 10.
Well, that's maybe one.
It is Jamaica. There you go. We didn't get 1, we got 2. Can we make it 3 before we go? Right, our final question for the evening is: what is the name of the Hindu god of destruction, often depicted with a third eye? Cyclops.
Krishna. I don't know.
I had Cyclops in my head for some reason, but I don't know if Cyclops was a Hindu god. I don't know. Should we find out? Yulia, any ideas?
I don't know. Krishna or I'm not sure. No, maybe not.
shiver. Of course. Anyway, everybody, we are going to bring you back away from that awful quiz, because that was the hardest quiz that I have done in the last few weeks. And yeah, but it was fun. Did you have fun?
Kind of.
This kind of. It was like one of those quizzes. No, it didn't really. Anyway, Yulia, it's been an absolute pleasure to play your music. Pleasure to find out more about you, and a pleasure to have you on the show. Okay, I'm going to let you go now, because I know you've got lots of students who you need to be teaching. And thank you very, very much for coming to see us at One Life for Sensational Sounds.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Take good care of yourself, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Right, everyone, good night. And I will see you all in a couple of days' time. Have a good evening, and we'll see you soon, all right? Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.